Hello YouTube, Jonathan800 here. Today I will be commentating over my DLC-less China game. I have no words to explain what DLC-less Hoi 4 is like for someone who has all the major DLCs. So, I decided that I was going to play countries that have focus trees with DLC, but not... What is it? Yes, you see I'm recording without a script. But basically, they have a focus tree with DLC, but I'm gonna play them without it. So, like you saw there with Spain exploding, I want to try out one of the Spains in the next video, or both Spains, because Spain doesn't have a purpose after, after the Civil War without DLC. Almost as if it almost doesn't with the DLC. So, China without DLC actually does have base events to form the United Front. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I don't know, there was also some decision to attack Communist China, which I thought I would win. But it turns out that 70% chance was a lie and I got 30% chance. Also, if you're playing China, always build the supply hub in Shaanxi, otherwise you will probably get rolled over there. Because there's a supply hub on the Japanese side, so they will have supply, you will not. So Marco Polo Bridge incident is the same because Japan's focus tree actually surprisingly does have a the alt history for Strike North, and I postponed the decision for as long as possible, and I decided to not call Shaanxi into the war just to buy some more time. That might have broken the game because a new faction was created called the Chinese United Front, and you will see the problem. So basically, for some reason, the game wanted Guangxi Clique to lead the Chinese United Front, so I had to disband my faction, the Chinese United Front, to join the faction, the Chinese United Front. So, the Guangxi Clique is now the leader of the faction. It's fine, it didn't really do anything. Probably ruined my chances to completely unify China, but I cannot be cared. Or, I could care less. Because the Nationalists and all the other Chinese countries do not have focus trees. Also, as you see, I am getting constantly naval invaded by Japan, but I have a decent enough port garrisons to where I can just mop them up. Talking about the Nationalists, they have no debuffs. You start at full strength immediately. Just build some guns and then your army's fully equipped, ready for Japan, who will start the war with like negative 30% bonus to everything. So, basically, it's a cakewalk compared to, Waking the Tiger. The Chinese warlords have a more difficult time. It just makes sense they don't have a focus tree to help them. But they also don't have any debuffs either. So, skipping forward a bunch, Japan offers peace. Turns out that countless failed naval invasions and massive encirclement what is it called? Manchukuo? Yeah, that causes problems. So, after the war, I was like, time to deal with the communists. And they decided to declare war on me 5 days before my justification, actually. And I didn't check, but it appears they also had a buff, which might make sense on why I was struggling to push them. But they joined Comintern, so I had to deal with China. Not China. Well, I did have to deal with Xinjiang, but I also had to deal with the Soviets, who also naval invaded me. Don't worry, that naval invasion was not as bad as it looks. They had no port. Alright, sorry for that. I'm just doing this all live because making scripts are hard. So, naval invasions and the Soviets having an extremely long border, it was tough. And also, my division set for most of the time was, I believe, the starting division with support anti-air, except they didn't have enough support anti-air, and support artillery. Surprisingly, that's how to defeat Japan with Ichigo. I have no idea how. And it was also a 15 with, or no, less than that. I think it was about 10 or something because of, what is it called? Mass Assault Doctrine. So, I guess this is the new meta. I did change it to 20 point something with. I think it's like the usual 9 infantry, 1 artillery, but I think I added another infantry because I could for the 20 with. It was surprisingly good. Like, it would vaporize Soviet troops. And there was the German declaration on the Soviets, which I was hoping for. And also there is the biggest encirclement of the Soviets. Didn't have the most amount of troops in it, but it looked good on the map. Did a full frontal assault on the border, and that's how I got everything. So, messy peace deal as usual, and thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, you know the deal, and this is Jonathan 800 signing out.